Alamin naman po natin ang pinakabagong sitwasyon mula dyan po sa Command Center sa San Remigio, Cebu. Kasunod po ng magnitude 6.9 na lindol. Makakasama natin, magbabalita live mula dyan, si Sheena Torno. Sheena, maayong buntag.
Jade and Admar, maayong buntag. Nandito tayo ngayon sa San Remigio Complex. No, isa itong one-stop shop para sa ating mga kababayang apektado ng malakas na lindol. Mga kapartner, pag magbigay ng agarang tulong sa mga pamilyang nangangailangan. Halimbawa rito yung mga nangangailangan ng relief goods at may mga medical team din dito para umalalay sa mga residente. Ang Department of Health ay nagbibigay din ng libreng konsultasyon at gamot para sa mga bata at matatanda. May Department of Social Welfare and Development din na nagbibigay ng tulong pinansyal lalo na mga kapartner doon sa mga pamilyang nawalan ng mahal sa buhay. May psychological team din para tumulong sa mga residenteng nakaranas ng takot at trauma sa nakakamatay na lindola. At maliban dyan mga kapartner, meron din nandito ang Department of Agriculture para tumulong sa mga magsasaka at mangingisda. Nandito rin ang DOLE at OWA para tumulong din sa mga kababayan nating overseas Filipino workers at ang National Housing Authority din para tulungan yung mga kababayan nating nawala ng tirahan. At para bigyan pa tayo ng karagdagang impormasyon ay makakasama po natin si Mayor Mariano Martinez, ang alkalde po ng bayan ng San Remigio. Sir, Mayor, good morning. Welcome to Pulso ng Bayan. Makakasama po natin si Kapartner Jade and Admar. Sir, una lang po, kumustahin ko po muna. Kumusta po ang bayan ng San Remigio? Kasunod po, or matapos po ang 6.8 magnitude na lindol, kumusta po yung mga kababayan natin dito?
Yung first stage, retrieval, finished. Now, we're in yung support for food packs and all that, water sa mga kababayan namin dito. So we're in the middle of that. Last stage, I think, would be reconstruction. That would be the last stage. Pero pagkakaroon, for now, we're still in the stage of relief goods. We're very happy because of the help that's been given from both national government, private institutions that have helped us here and still helping us send relief goods to the different barangays in our municipality.
Mayor, dito po sa bayan po ng San Remigio, itong command center po natin dito, may mga nilagay po din po tayo mga tent para sa mga kababayan natin. Ilan po yung pamilya dito at yung kabuuan din pong bilan, ilang pong pamilya ang apektado at mga ilan din po yung mga kababayan natin na nasawi po sa malakas na lindol?
Well, we have 15 casualties dito. Then we have about close to 3,000 houses that are totally damaged. And most of the houses, we've a little over 20,000 houses, and most of them have partially damaged in their houses. Yung lindol, manggod, different pa. Medyo may crack na ang mga balay dito. So right now, nobody's willing to stay in their houses. They're living outside in tents. So right now, that's our problem, how to be able to supply enough tents. Here, we're constructing already a tent city. Within the day, they're going to start coming up with smart houses. That means they're like container vans to house our refugees from here. But yung sa barangay, I have hopes that we have some tents, but we have hopes that this will be even increased, so we can spread this to the different barangays. So we'll be also coming up with mini tent cities within the barangays to be able to house the people who are now living sometimes just outside by the streets. Yeah, because they're not willing to go back to their houses.
Sir, marami po tayong barangay dito sa San Remigio na may mga wala pa palang tubig. Nahihirapan sila sa tubig. Yeah. Sa tubig pa yan. Yeah. Kumusta naman din po yung pagdating naman sa kuryente, Mayor?
Kuryente, apparently, maybe close to 95% energized already. So, pero yung problema is many of the structures are not yet given the stamp of approval to be safe to connect electricity. There's electricity by the poles, but not yet. Many of the houses have still no electricity because there have been damage done to the houses, and so until this is assessed by electricians, barangay electricians, and assessed also by our municipal engineers, then they'll be tapped for reconnection of electricity. Yung water naman, we still have one main cooperative that supplies 8 barangays. We have hopes that they'll be able to supply water today or tomorrow at the latest, because yung wells nila dried up and they had to wait for the wells to recover before they could restart their wells to be able to supply water sa mga constituents.
Sir, kasi sa pag-iikot namin dito sa bayan ng San Remigio, marami pala mga establishmento dito sa municipality natin ang apektado talaga at totally damaged talaga yung mga establishment nila. Kumusta yung negosyo natin or kalakalan dito? And at the same time, kumusta rin yung edukasyon ng mga kabataan or ng mga mag-aaral po dito? And ano-ano po kaya yung mga big infra natin dito na lubhang naapektuhan ng malakas na lindol, Mayor?
For now, yung business establishments, they have to be given this approval to be able to start again. So many of the establishments have not yet been evaluated. So they can't go back to business pa. So difficult pa because yung employees cannot start work yet until their establishments are given a seal of approval. Yung schools naman, I have several schools here that was also damaged. And one here, Gani, in the Poblacion area, we have the National High School. The National High School here has over 3,000 students. I was told that it will take maybe 3 to 4 years before they will be able to replace and repair the school buildings that were damaged. So, karon, we're looking for land beside the school to be able to come up with classrooms. 10 classrooms. I was told that they're going to come up with 74 classrooms initially, and the teachers would go on shifting because until then, right now, still no classes. Still no classes until we'll be able to come up with provisional classroom facilities for them to go back to school.
Sir, maliban doon sa mga classrooms natin na apektado, may mga big road infrastructure po ba tayo dito or mga nagkaroon po ng damage na naka-apekto talaga sa natin dito sa San Remigio?
Yeah, we still have some bridges here dito that have also been damaged, and so even sending relief goods to some of our remote barangays are difficult because some of the bridges are damaged. They can only allow 3 to 4 tons vehicles to pass. So yung mga wing bands, the trucks that can load 20 tons cannot pass these bridges for now. I know that DPWH is working around the clock, but if the bridge has to be replaced, then it's going to take a little longer.
Sir, Mayor, maliban po sa mga nabanggit ninyo na mga challenges din pagdating sa sektor ng edukasyon at iba-iba, ano naman po yung iba pang malaking hamon talaga para sa ating fast recovery ng bayan talaga ng San Remigio dito sa malakas na lindol?
Right now, the national government has already responded, no? Also, I'm very happy to see also a lot of international organizations and local organizations helping. So, para nako, as long as we continue working together, I am sure that because I remember we were also hit by Yolanda or Typhoon Haiyan 13 years ago, and it took weeks before relief, and even our electricity was able to recover and water. Now, in days, barely days after the strong earthquake, we're back with electricity, we're back with water. So I have high hopes that it would not take as long as Yolanda, because in Yolanda it took us 6 years to recover. Now, hopefully we'll be able to do it in a lot less time.
Mayor, puntahan ko pala yung kasi itong bayan pala ng San Remigio ang may pinakamarami talagang sinkhole.
Yes.
Ano pong aksyon na ginagawa ng bayan po ninyo para lang hindi talaga makaapekto ito sa mga kababayan natin na may bahay malapit po doon sa mga sinkhole?
Yung mga sinkholes, actually, yung mga kababayan natin dito that are living close to the sinkholes, we're evacuating them. We're evacuating them because we noticed that some of them started small and they're growing, maybe because of the tremors. They keep expanding, and we're worried that if you have a house close to the sinkholes, baka your house will be swallowed by the sinkhole. So we're evacuating the houses that are close to the sinkholes. Yeah, that's it for now, because apparently it's a natural phenomenon, sinkholes, for earthquakes. But yung problema lagi is the location of the sinkholes. If it is close to business establishments, we have a school here that has a sinkhole in the middle of the school. I even saw that even our church has a sinkhole in the middle of the church. Yeah, so yeah, these are problems, but I think we will see what needs to be done after when the tremors dissipate and disappear. Then maybe PVOX will be able to guide us on what will be best actions to take after.
Sir, last na lang, mensahe na lang po sa mga constituents po ninyong nasasakupan na apektado po ng malakas na lindol.
Yeah, my message na lang yun sa atong mga kababayan dito is let us just work together. Let us not lose hope. Actually, I'm very confident that we'll be able not only to survive this, but we'll be even able to build better after this tragedy. The secret lang yun is let us not lose hope, and let's work together for the betterment of our municipality.
Mayor, balik natin sa studio. Baka may mga karagdagang
Sheena.
tanong ating mga kapartner, Jade and Atmar.
Yes, Sheena, maririnig ba kami ni Mayor?
Jade, go ahead.
Yes, Mayor, magandang...
Relay ko na lang po, kapartner Jade.
Pakitanong na lang, Sheena, kung meron bang pangako ang national government para sa mga LGUs dyan, particular niya, nadyan po sa San Remigio, tungkol dito sa libreng pabahay doon sa mga nagkaroon ng partial o total damage sa kanilang mga tahanan.
Mayor, tanong to ni Kapartner Jade sa studio, no? May mga pangako ba, particular itong National Housing Authority or iba't ibang ahensya ng government, may pangako ba para doon sa mga kababayan natin ng libreng pabahay, lalo na doon sa mga partially and totally damaged na mga bahay po nila?
Right now, yeah, yung National Housing Authority helped us during Yolanda. They were able to build a little over 1,200 houses. Right now, they're already underground, and they will be helping partially and totally damaged households, but within the areas where they have the National Housing Authority. Hopefully, later on, my understanding is DSWD, now that they've finished with the family food packs, they're going to be prioritizing giving cash assistance na naman po to our constituents. That's why the next stage, I remember Red Cross was also able to help in a big way before, recovery good for the housing, but that was during Yolanda, and I'm sure, hopefully they'll also be able to help with this earthquake. Yeah.
Huli na lang.
Kapartner?
Yes, huli na lang, Sheena, bago ko ipasa kay Partner Admar kung meron pang mga katanungan. Kung bibigyan ng libreng pabahay, natukoy na ba ng LGU kung saan ito, yung bang pagtatayuan ng mga pabahay, hindi prone sa lindol dahil nga sa mga fault lines?
Mayor, natukoy na ba ng ahensya ng pamahalaan na magbibigay ng libreng bahay yung area na kumbaga pagtatayuan ng libreng pabahay, at ito po ba baka prone po sa mga nagaya na nangyari sa atin ngayon itong lindol?
Actually, we've not reached that stage pa, reconstruction. Right now, they're coming up with, the national government is helping out, coming up with a tent city, for those that have evacuated from their houses, so they'll have a place to stay. The reconstruction for future housing, wala pa. We hope to be able to address that in the next few days or weeks to come. For now, relocation lang yung sa mga balay that have been destroyed, and so these have been given housing, temporary housing in the form of tents, and in our case here, smart houses here in our municipality.
Mga kapartner.
Alright, maraming salamat Sheena Torno at maraming salamat din kay Mayor Mariano Martinez live mula dyan sa San Remigio, Cebu.